Namaste, everybody. Much love and light to all. How's everybody Sunday doing? Wait for a little bit here to see who comes up on here. I've been hearing, I seen Wayne's show for the last couple of weeks, and Milky Way. I'm talking about, spiritual protection. People have been getting spiritual attack. Our little tribe has been getting spiritually attacked. A lot of people that we know have been going through a lot of issues, and when I started doing my videos, I started off about spiritual protection. So last night, after watching Milky Way's show with Trina and Kent, which they did an amazing job putting out the awareness of what's going on, and what's going on in oneself too. And I stumbled across this article when I was going back to YouTube. I stumbled upon an article. It's a spiritual protection, and it's the art of from shamanic giving us 17 shamanic techniques for clearing negative energy and psychic defense. So I was amazed of some of the techniques that the shamans have used. I've been wanting to pursue in that aspect too, of becoming a shaman. So when I seen this article, after all the stuff that has been going on with us and within our own community, it was just like, angels, source, our ancestors pointing me to this article. So I'm going to read from this article, you guys. Hello, Truth in Me. How are you? Yeah, no grounds for this attack. Right. You always want, first of all, it's always one with themselves. One has to be true with yourself, and so that we could be true with others, so you could see the deception before it even comes your way, so you could, block it and whatnot. But there was a reason why this article came across on me, so I'm gonna read this article, and some of the techniques I have already used already. So I'll start with that. And this is from Conscious Lifestyle magazine. The name of the article is The Art of Spiritual Protection, 17 Ancient Shamanic Techniques for Clearing Negative Energy and Psychic Self-Defense. For thousands of years, shamans have been using powerful spiritual protection techniques for psychic defense and clearing negative energy. So, and before I even do a video, any live readings for cards or any, if we're talking about any kind of subject, I always everybody that we know use protection before they come on live to do anything. So let me do this reading real quick. The first one that the shamanic have used for ancient years, and a lot of ancient civilization, a lot of religious different specs of spirituality, religious groups. I'm not gonna say a cult, because it's not a cult. It's it's a religion, a spirituality of religion, knowing of who you are and understanding the aspects of everything around you. First of all, is smudging. Smudging with smoke, composed of a variety of plants, herbs, resins, minerals, can be exceptional energy purifier for getting rid of negative energy from your home, office, or body. Spiritually, smoke summons up helping spirits. It represents the transformation from solid matter to spirit, as the smoke ascends and disperses into thin air. That's why sometimes when you see An apparition, sometimes you see it as like a smoky apparition, not a full born and not a full blown apparition, but like a smoky silhouette. Uh, Physically, smoke captures negative energy particles in our illuminated body or inhabited spaces. That's why sometimes when you go to certain areas, you feel like it's heaviness. That's when you have a clue that there's something negative around there. That's why I always break out my sage or my Palo Santo. Well, anyways, the energy particles in our illuminated body or inhabited spaces in hard to reach places, that removes and transport them to the heavens to disperse. A recent article in the Journal of Ethiopian, I can pronounce this, ethnopharmacology. Well, that's really hard. Notes that smoke can disinfect the air from a variety of dangerous airborne bacteria, hence its considerable healing properties as well. The most popular plants for smudging and removing negative energy are white sage, sweet grass, lavender, rosemary, valerian root, and other aromatic plants or trees like cider, pine, palo santo, and cobalt. For body purification, start from your head and go down to your toes. You can disperse the smoke within your hands or with a feather, okay, through an open, and always have an open window so that way the smoke could go out. Any kind of bad energy could escape through that window. So the smoke within your hands or with a feather, through an open window and into a candle flame. You can also scatter these plants, minerals around the house for psychic and spiritual protection against any negative or evil spirits. Let me see if anybody in the chat. Yeah. I do that every day too, truth in me. Yeah. Right now I'm down to my palo. I used a little bit of Palo Santo. And this is my last of it right now. I use all up on my sage. I'm down to the bare. So I gotta really definitely need to go and get more supplies because I sage every day. Okay, back to the house energy cleansing. Okay, this is the second technique that the shamans have been using. Clearing bad air negative energies, ghosts, psychic attacks, and good and bad spirits from the house and workplace is important as clearing one's energy field. Often it is important to clear the owner's energy right after you clear the space. This ceremony for clearing negative energy from the home uses almost the same tools as like what I do, what they call as la limpia. The premises of a common this is a common practice in all South American, all in the Latino religion, that it is that humans, animals, or any object leave energy footprints wherever they go. Sometimes the deceased people's spirits still stay at the place of their death as they don't want to even want to go on and move on to the next plane. Negative energy is heavy and it's stagnant energy that stops the flow of life. It sinks down. If not cleared, it can bring bad luck, fear, sleeplessness, and sometimes violence to people in the house or building. And I seen this a lot. I had to clear a lot of spaces and clear one. I clear myself every day, clear my house. But every time when I move into a new apartment, before I even start, putting stuff in order, I clear out. That's the first thing I do. Limpia. I clear out, not just sweeping and everything. I do all that, the physical work first, of course, but then I just clear out. Sometimes before I even do that, I clear out. But I like to make sure everything is clean, literally clean, and then the clearing out. The shaman's role is to shake and invigorate these negative energies, to move them out of the house and return to the house of harmonious balance and flow. Throughout the ceremony, the shaman chants and whistles an hincado. It's a soul song or prayer. If a house has multiple floors, the shaman starts from the bottom and all the way to the top, removing any negative energy and invoking spiritual protection. Windows are open to let the negative energy and smoke out. And in this, they give you an instructions on how to do that. So step 1, let me see if anybody has a comment or a question. Okay, step 1 for clearing. As you enter the house, stop, gaze at the sound at your surroundings, breathe in, and then close your eyes. Ask your spirit guides to inform you on what is going on in the house. Okay, wait for a few minutes. Wait for a vision or answers. Sometimes spirits or events will be shown to you in a flash, like a flash vision, or in some people will say holograms. Pay attention and go to the places that your visions are leading to you to. Those are areas where needs to be clear out, because there's like something negative there that's probably trying to hide. So that's why you're getting those visions. 2, start by setting up and like a nice little table. Light a white candle and call the 4 directions of your spirit guides. I always call upon my spirit guides for protection and for guidance. And you call upon these guides for spiritual protection and for help with healing and intentions and prayers. With a bottle of sugarcane rum, which we call it trago, walk all around the rooms and blow take some of the rum and you blow through your mouth. Sometimes that's how we usually do it, but with the water bottle you could just spray bottle in the corners, under the beds, closets, kitchen, the drawers, any behind doors, in all hard to reach places, okay, where stagnant energy lies. The trago, which is the alcohol molecules, neutralize the positive ions in the air to create a more balanced environment and to clear negative energy. 4, light a sage stick or a palo santo. Light a sage stick or any other plant. Walk around the house and fan the smoke where there is stagnant energy. You can use your hands. Or you could use a feather. The smoke removes old negative energy and kills airborne bacteria. Step 5, walk around the house and vigorously click 2 healing stones with your hands to shake up old energies that have been sitting still. You just, right in the middle of the room, you just clap them hard. You also could clap if you don't have healing stones, you could just clap with your hands or use a rattle. Where's my rattle? My rattle's over there with the santo in the living room. I should have brought it out. Or step 6, you use with a water bottle, or you get agua de Florida. That's why I like to dilute it a little bit with some water, so that way you can put it in a spray bottle, but I put more Florida water in it. But anyways, You walk all around the rooms and blow through your spray with your spray bottle in the corners, underneath the beds, in the closets, in the kitchens, in the drawers, and behind the doors, closets, and every little inch, everything in the underneath the even the drawers in your nightstand. I'm talking about every bedroom drawer, dresser drawers, everything, bathroom drawers, kitchen drawers. If you got a garage that's attached to your house, even if it's not attached to your house, you want to do that too. But everything. So you spray around there in all hard to reach places to bring good energy and spiritual protection with the agua de Florida. That's what you're bringing. You're bringing all good and loving, bright, light energy. Okay. Walk around the house and puff tobacco smoke with blessings of spirits. You can go get yourself a little 99-cent cigar and just use that and blow the smoke for blessings and for the spirits for helping you. You walk around the house and ring a high-pitched bell to harmonize the house for vibrations. Tibetan singing bowl, that will be perfect. And then if it's you for yourself, you gather with your loved ones who live with you, or friends, or whoever who's staying in that home, or if you're helping clearing someone else's home, you gather that whole family in together around that table that you had lit up with the candle, and with holding hands, you pray. And you pray with a good, loving intentions. If it's, when I say pray, it could be doing a affirmations, chanting what I would say, or what Wayne would say. You're using rhyming words to create that seal for protection. 10. If you are called because of relationships and love issues, put red or pink and white rose petals on the bed after cleansing. Now have a fresh roses by the bed, and start taking some. You're gonna have to get like a whole bunch of rose petals, so that way you could use it to have fresh on your laying on your bed, by the foot of your bed or by the head of your bed. And you're gonna also take a rose petal bath. But before you do the rose petal, you got to take some of the rose petal and put it in a pot of water, boil for 5 minutes, and after that is boiled, you take that concoction, and then you put it in your bath in your bath, so that way you could take your rose petal bath for protection and for blessings, and it's just sealing it. Okay. And what's crazy, that I was persistent that I was going to do this, because before I was supposed to start at 4 o'clock. When I went to go press start streaming, the internet went out. I'm like, what is going on? What the heck? So I had to reset the modem, and then when I did that, it started messing up again. And I'm like, you know what? Hold up. I had to go clear space. Yes. Back to the list. Okay, the third shaman rituals that they use is sea salt. I always got pink Himalayan sea salt. Sea salt is a natural detoxifier and absorber and clearer of negative energies from your skin and environment due to hygroscopic abilities. It is used in almost all healing traditions around the world. Rub your hands and entirely body through with salt, or take a handful of sea salt and add it into your bath. Place a small bowl with sea salt and water. No need to change the sea salt. Just replenish the water, and then put that in the corners of your house. underneath your bed or in your office at work. You can also use sea salt without water for continued psychic protection. You can also fill up a bowl of water and a handful of sea salt and dip your hands in it for a few minutes. That's why I was just going like this. So you could just, yep. And what I would do, take some of the sea salt and take like a little satin satchel or something small, a little mojo bag that I will call it. You could pour some in there, including with some of the rose petals and some of the sage, and make you like a little mojo bag of protection wherever you go. It's always with you. The fourth one, which I thought was interesting and very simple and something that a lot of people could use. Coal is the fourth one. Coal absorbs and removes negative energy and is also perfect against bad dreams or nightmares. Grind the wood coal, preferably from a ceremonial fire, which a ceremonial fire of love and that's something that's doing for love and light. Okay. Wrap it up in a natural fabric and tap it. Keep it put in a natural fabric, and you could tap it over your body or put it under your pillow to help you sleep, as it absorbs recurring bad thoughts and nightmares, contributes to your spiritual protection, and protects against psychic attacks. The fifth one, take a handful of sea salt and pour it into your this is for bats. We talked about the rose petal baths. You could incorporate the sea salt into this too. Take a handful of sea salt and pour it into your bathtub and lie in it for 25 minutes. You can also add a spoonful of baking soda too. If you feel a strong negative energy around you, take a bath with sulfur, but only put sulfur sticks or powder in water overnight, and then pour the water into the bath. You just don't automatically pour those sulfur sticks in there. No, what you do, put one sulfur stick into like a big old bowl or something that's gonna that's got a lot of water. It contain some water. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, yep. Let that stay overnight. Then the next day you pour that into your bath. For heavier attachment or psychic attacks, it says add 6 drops of ammonia to the water. This is what I was interested in. I was like, wow, really? You just add 6 drops. It's 6 drops ammonia to the water. Boil a bunch of rue leaves. You also use this rue leaves for 5 minutes and add them to your bath. Some shamans, it says here, some shamans recommend taking beer baths. I don't know what about, maybe because of the Marley in the house. Interesting. If you do not have a bathtub, it says you can fill a bucket with water and follow the following practice for spiritual protection. Put water using the palm of your hand and over your left shoulder 6 times, and then pour some more in your hand, and over your 6 times over your right hand, and then 6 times over your head. Do it with, when you're doing this, do it with prayer, pure intentions, and concentration. Okay, repeat it on 3 consecutive days starting on Monday. You can also dip your hands or your feet in a bucket of water with sea salt, but you cannot soap or shower after this bath. Okay, so basically for after 2 days, then you can take your natural baths. 6, sweating it out. That's why a lot of people love using the sweat lodges. Spending time in a sweat lodge, steam room, or sauna can remove, detoxify, and purify your body, emotions, and soul. Sweating clears the negative energy on the surface of the skin and in deeper tissues pour out the whole body. 7. Blowing of sugarcane rum or just rum, which they call trago. Put a small amount of trago in your mouth underneath your tongue and you blow it out forcefully on yourself or any of your whoever's living with you, on others or around the room in a strong intentional blow. It needs to be sent as a strong but soft mist. It will ionize and rebalance your energy, body, and surroundings. Right now, let me see who's in here. Okay. Feathers. Use feathers, preferably condor eagle. A condor, I prefer like to use the eagle, or a wild turkey to remove stagnant negative energy. Start at the crown of your head and then move all the way down to your feet. Let the feather guide you to feel energy blockage, just as dowsing. Okay, feathers represents the element of air and the clearing of the wind. Stones is the ninth shaman ritual that they use. Is brush healing stones, preferably black lava stones, over your body to absorb negative energy and create a psychic protection shield to guard it against psychic attack. You can also hold a stone in each hand or put them in your pockets for grounding, for spiritual protection and getting rid of any negative energy from your home or from your workplace. Clap the stones around the room or rooms, especially in the corners where stagnant energy congregates. After using them, dip them in sea salt water or blow sugarcane rum on them to cleanse them after you are done. 10. Amulets. You could use crystal jewelry like amethyst, black obsidian, black onyx, and so on, to use as protection. They are sometimes they can also be blessed from a powerful shaman to use for protective charm, pendant, bracelet, and it's to be used on the left hand, the path to your heart, over your heart. 11. Mirror. Wear mirror or any reflected metal surface over your heart center to deflect negative energy or psychic attack back to the aggressor and to disperse it into the void. This one I was interested. I was like, mirror, around the heart, like little charm, and interesting. So 12. The next one is 12. Plants. Plants absorb and clear negative energy and produce negative ions for air purification. Place various plants with large green leaves such as aloe vera, banana, arrowhead, evergreen. It says here dumcane, and I'm not going to pronounce the scientific name for it. Geranium and a dragon plant. Have them around the house and around the windowsill for spiritual psychic protection. A very important plant in South America is called the hru plant. It's also called what we call ruda. Has very distinct repelling smell and a beautiful small yellow flowers that needs lots of sun. Plant it in the entrance to your home and then place it on your windowsills. We always use to plant it in the front of the home. It is believed to shield the house from jealousy and envy of any neighbors or any passerbyers, anybody that's passing by. Tap a small branch of crew all over yourself, all over your body. If the plant dries, it is a sign that there's a possessions that is large amounts of bad energy. Okay, boil a branch and add it to your bath or spray or clean your house with it to get rid of negative energy in your home or self. 13, which a lot of people do and which I love to do, is when grounding, being with nature, which is the next one. 13, nature. Spend some time in nature for spiritual protection. It contains and emits negative eons, which counter the positive eons we are surrounded by in our homes and in our office or in our digital society. Walk barefoot as much as you can. Hug a tree or sit with your back to a tree trunk. It would absorb all your negative energy. Some people find it helpful to be, you know how sometimes when you go to the beach, people like to be buried under the sand. That's perfect. That is so perfect. I got that visual. Well, anyways, bury yourself in the soil for a few hours. The soil clears your negative energy and grounds you. Stay by or swim in a lake, river, waterfall, or ocean. Encase your body with plants, green leaves, as they repel evil spirits and confer psychic protection. You should also wear green clothes for the same reason too. Handshakes. 14 is the next one. And they got it here in bold. Do not shake hands with people who you believe are angry and depressed, as they are carriers of negative energies. With more than 1 million nerve endings and receptors through our whole body, not even just in our hands alone. By just shaking someone's hand and transmute all that negative, all that energy right to you, or vice versa. Shaking hands acts as an energy transmission between two people and could be contaminating. Sticky, sweaty palms can indicate an emotional nervousness, fear, and disturbance. 15. Sulfur. Sulfur, a foul, a smelling crystal for psychic and spiritual protection. Removes emotional problems, hexes, and attachments, and frees one from enemy attachment cords. You can roll sulfur sticks over your body, preferably on your bare skin, from head to toe. You can also soak sulfur for 24 hours in water and add it to your bath. If you do not have sulfur sticks, you can use sulfur powder encased in a fabric pouch and tap it on your body. Sulfur can also indicate signs of possession. Hold a sulfur stick in both of your hands. It says if it breaks, it's a sign of possession. Break the stick to your ears. You can also break the stick and bring the stick to your ears. And if you hear a crackling and hissing sound, it's a sign of emotional disturbance caused by entities. 16. Protection stones. There are many stones and crystals for spiritual protection that can absorb, repel, or clear negative energies. Stones and crystals such as black obsidian, black tourmaline, black onyx, and Apache tears can transmute good energy. Wear them around your neck, carry them with you, or place them around you in your home or wherever you work, in your car. 17 is process for psychic protection, which we all know which one this is. We all mention a lot. Wayne has mentioned it. Brian has mentioned it. Cajun Queen. Well, yeah, Cajun Queen Tarot has mentioned it. I have to get her the name right because she had changed her name. Um, Brother Roz, spiritual teacher, Roz, who also have says it. A lot of people have says it. Be aware and alert. Use your intuition. To spot the danger and bad energy from people. Energy vampires. Sit quietly. Take a few deep breaths. Close your eyes. Visualize yourself surrounded in a bubble of light, or imagine a source of white light above your head. Encase yourself with this protective light from regular spiritual protection. A heart filled with love is the strongest protection against psychic attack. Love. That's why Lois always ends her videos with, "I am love, you are love, we are love." A heart filled with love is the strongest protection for anything. Send love to your nemesis. It is hard to do, but it's necessary. It gives them gratitude for their teachings and not hold anger and resentment in your heart as well. So I hope you guys resonated and some things clicked, because for me, especially with the coal, that was something new to me. What else was new to me? Which one was it? The sulfur. That was new to me, especially holding the sulfur in your stick, and if it breaks, it's a sign of possession. Or bringing the stick to your ear, seeing if you hear any crackling or hissing sounds, that's a signal of emotional disturbance, or that's causing by these entities that's trying to mess with your mental and your psyche. So I just needed to put it out there, because I seen it several times over the week. A lot of people has been mentioning about it, and I was like, maybe let me go ahead and do a video. So I hope you that helped and gave you some insight on what you could do. With that, all my love, much love to you, and light and peace. Namaste. Maria Truth Seeker out.